Hi everyone, Steve Crosby here. Welcome again to Monday Morning Musings, and we are talking about humility, meekness, and gentleness. I want to talk to you about gentleness this time. Just like the other two qualities, gentleness is not a personality demeanor. For some people who are fearful and timid, their fear and timidity can be interpreted by the spiritually naive as gentleness. No, that's not being gentle, that's just being fearful. The Greek term that we're putting up here for you right now is best rendered as a sweet reasonableness. Gentleness recognizes the impossibility of rigidity in human relationships. Gentleness is always anticipating and providing for all kinds of cases and contingencies that present themselves. Gentleness is a relational flexibility. And from a Christian perspective, it's a relational adaptability that considers our flesh and considers, in my opinion, my oneness with another human being as members of a diseased race. And gentleness realizes the impossibility of cleaving to all formal law. Gentleness is the opposite of quid-pro-quo justice. You do this, this is what the standard is, and this is what you get. Gentleness has room of soul to accommodate the shadowy and gray and murky, in legal terms, it would be mitigating factors of human relationships. Gentleness recognizes the damage that can be done by asserting legal formalities and asserting justice to an extreme. Gentleness is aware of the damage that can be done by asserting for and demanding legal precision and black and whiteness in life. In a sense, gentleness is a quality that realizes the injustice that is inherent in justice. Now, I'm going to say that again. It realizes the injustice that is inherent in justice. The new creation way of gentleness is that it's a moderating or a tempering grace. This kind of definition brings gentleness out of the realm of personality and style and feeling. And quite frankly, some of those folks who are in their personality and their style and their demeanor appear quite gentle can be very lacking in the gentleness that I just described. You don't know, just like with patience, you don't know if you've learned anything or understand patience until you're provoked. It's the same thing about gentleness. Gentleness, one of the fruit of the Spirit, gentleness is something that you theorize about until you're provoked. Your responses demonstrate gentleness. It does not mean that you never have a direct or confrontational conversation. It does not mean that you don't talk about difficult things. It doesn't mean that you don't deal with things firmly and resolutely. It just means that when you do so, you are reminded of your own frailties and weaknesses. It's the opposite of a demanding exactness. It's justice untempered by mercy is the opposite of gentleness. It's not a phony, pretentious facade that people put on to get Christian or spiritual validation in a local church. Gentleness considers one's own impact on another's well-being. It doesn't mean that we don't evaluate things. It doesn't mean that we don't bring discipline. We just do it in a way that is not like the hammer of Thor or the executioner on the block. Gentleness moderates the demands of justice. That's what he said, and I'll see you next.